Good morning, everybody. Come on in. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Let there be peace in the morning. Let there be peace. Let there be peace in the morning. Let there be peace. 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 Let there be peace in the morning. Let there be peace. 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 Let there be peace in the morning. Ooh, glory, Father. Let there be peace in the morning. Glory be to your name this morning. Let there be peace. 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 Let there be peace in the morning. Let there be peace in the morning. Glory be to your name. Let there be peace in the morning. Glory, Father. Let there be peace. 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 Let there be peace. Let there be peace. 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 Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Peace. Let there be 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 peace. Good morning, everybody. That was the song that me and my father worked on last night. I told him I didn't know if I could get through it this morning, but he said, "You can do it. I know you can." And I did. So he's very pleased right now that I accomplished it. You know what I love about being a medium? The people that was taken from me. I still get to communicate with them. I still get to practice singing with my father. He still gets to lead me in the notes. I get to meet ancestors that are ancient. They get to teach me their remedies, their it's like I have access to things that are not in books, not on the internet, not even created yet, not even heard of. People wouldn't understand it even if I said it to them, but I understand it. So It brings me on a frequency with all of them, a frequency that is outside of this world, where I'm able to communicate with them, where I'm able to communicate and hear directly from my Heavenly Father, my universal earthly mother of nature. The cosmic gods and goddesses, they teach me about the universe. It's like, where has all of this been my whole entire life? I had to go through 26,059 years through pain, hurt, despair, and noise and distractions and toxicity and negativity to get to this point in my life. It's like a fulfillment like no other. There is no space for loneliness because there's so much to fulfill the space. You know, if I want to learn about this, then I can go talk to that ancestor. And if I want to learn about that, and I can go talk to that ancestor. And it's not something that is in a book. It is a frequency that I have to match with them where I can understand what they're saying, because they're not on this realm. They're not in this time slot. They're not in this time zone. They're outside of this realm. So I have to meet them on a certain specific frequency where I can communicate with them. And there's nothing like it. This is information that I would never put in a book. This is information I would never place on the internet because it's sacred information. It's concreted, consecrated, sacred information, and it's only for me. And everybody can access this spiritual language frequency if they just grow, if they just ascend, if they just elevate, if they just learn, if they just become obedient. We're talking about which direction to go in today, and this is the direction to go in, because they've been through it, they've been here, they learned from it, they failed in it, they can teach you how to not fail in it, and they bring you all of this sacred information. And everybody's ancestors is different according to your bloodline, according to your legacy, and they seen it all, heard it all, went through it all, and explored it all, and failed in it all, and they help you not to reach failure. That's what I love about this relationship with everybody outside of this realm. They teach you how to not fail where they failed. And it's just a whole new history, a whole new understanding, a whole new wisdom. It makes me think, why did I ever even come into this world? Because I'd rather just sit with them outside of this world and just absorb everything from them that they teach me. But that's not possible because they want me to be in the realm where they learn all of these things so that they can show me how to not fail in them where they failed. And this is what a chosen one is all about. A chosen one has to go through hell to get to this position. You got to go through it. All of it. And you become chosen when you don't give up, when you keep standing back up, when you keep saying, no, I don't accept what you're saying, I don't accept your illusions, I don't accept your smoke and mirrors, what you're trying to show me I am, I'm not. I'm not at all. I'm not the person you project me to be. I'm not the person you said I am. I'm not the illusion that you placed me in. I'm not none of that. And that's what a chosen one is. People don't understand. They think when we get to this position, it was easy for us. They think they can duplicate us. They think they can doppelganger us. They think they can copy us. So they try to get into the position, and it's impossible. You can't. You can copy our words. You can try to talk like us. You can try to get your hair done like us. You can try to dress like us, but you can never be us because you did not go through the proper steps. You did not go through the proper obstacles, challenges, trials and tribulations and troubles and pains and despairs and depressions. You didn't go through it. You didn't get knocked down and get back up, get knocked down and get back up, get knocked down and get back up, get knocked down and get back, knocked down and get back up. You didn't do it. Most people, when they get knocked down, they stay down. Most people, when they don't see results and stuff, they give up. Well, the money's not coming in. Well, my views is not increasing. That's not what a chosen one is about. We're not about going after wealth. We're not about shining on a stage. We're not about competing with you. We don't care about you. We don't care about competing about you. Our blessings, our reward, our spiritual health, and our spiritual wealth comes from the Heavenly Father and the universe, earthly mother of nature, not man, not this world, not this time zone, not this realm, not this dimension or this orbit. So we don't compete with you. We don't care about you. We're not here for you. We're here for the Heavenly Father and the universal earthly mother to make a difference on this planet with humanity. We don't fight you. We don't care what you say about us. We care about what the Heavenly Father and the universal earthly mother of nature says about us, and that is to stay in obedience. That is to stay where we want you to be. That is to stay what mission we sent you on. That's why we're here. That's the chosen ones. We went through hell. We walked through the fire. And we came out the other side of the door. See, everybody born on this planet came in as an earth angel, but they diverted you. We don't come into the world as chosen ones, brothers and sisters. Isn't it? It is. I'm so excited about this message. I can't even get my words out. It is about the achievement of getting to it. Everybody created on this planet comes in this world with gifts that is locked in your DNA. You can't access them until you achieve becoming chosen. See, the people on this planet on the dark side, you don't understand that until in our achievement. You was. You was placed in a position to put us through hell. How many of you, you was put in your position to put us through hell? The Heavenly Father himself put you there. See, if he didn't put you there, right, for you to throw everything that you throwed at us, we would not have awakened spiritually. Everybody's on a time zone and a time slot to awaken spiritually. But you get diverted. And this is when you become a fallen angel. You get diverted in darkness. You get diverted in negativity. You get diverted in greed. You get diverted in sacrifices. You get diverted in stealing, killing, destroying. This is when you become a fallen angel. All that story about the Heavenly Father kicking the fallen angels out of the kingdom is a lie. They never was in the kingdom. Darkness Negativity, toxicity cannot be in the kingdom of light, the kingdom of love, the kingdom of justice. There's nobody in the kingdom like that. That's a lie. You come on this planet as an earth angel, and when they divert you away from your light, you become a fallen one. You know, I feel good here today. Let me tell you why. In my position, I resurrected some fallen angels on this planet. I did. I did. One, I gave a tip to, right? And when the money went into his hand, it resurrected him back into an angel. It removed everything dark in his life. And you know, when I gave him the tip and the Heavenly Father showed me what happened, listen, I was overjoyed. There was a person homeless on the street. I gave 110 and 2 5s to. Listen to me. Ooh, Heavenly Father. I handed him the 110 and the 2 5s. When it hit his hand, it resurrected him. You talking about happy? I was overly happy. People say to me, people say to me, don't you get lonely? I never get lonely. Listen, I go out to bless people. I go out looking for people to bless. That's my self-love journey. I go out and sit in the parking lot and look for somebody to do a nice deed. And then I walk up to them and I bless them. I walk up to them and they get a financial blessing. I walk up to them. Hi, how are you? I'm an earth angel. I know you don't believe me, but I am. Listen, I know you have an ailment inside of you. Let's heal it. They look at me like, are you serious? Like, how did you know that? And then they go, okay. And then they put their hands here and they bend their head down and we start praying. And then I heal them. That's the journey I'm on. I walk into the store and I walk up an aisle where somebody's standing. I just start talking to them. And they'll start talking to me. And as they're talking to me, I know they need a blessing. So I just start praying and send them a blessing while I'm standing there talking to them. That's my life now. Fulfillment. Or at the gas station. Somebody next to me is getting gas, right? And they low on funds. So I'll say a prayer somewhere. Somehow they'll find a 20 on the floor for their gas to hold them over until they get paid. That's what I do. That's what I go out in the world and do. Bless people. Different locations. It amazes me because I go to certain parks and I sit there and people just come to me and people just start talking to me about their problems. It's like the Heavenly Father on the frequency, he brings them in. And they just start telling me their problems. And I just start praying that their problems leave and that a blessing would come in to their life. That's what I do. That's the direction I chose in my life. That's the direction that brings me joys, overflow, because I get to pour the overflow of my abundance into people's lives. And when you do that, the Heavenly Father keeps on replenishing it nonstop. You know, when I needed a transmission in a vehicle that was practically new, I didn't pay 1 penny for it. I didn't know at the time that it was a part of the overflow from the Heavenly Father saying, listen, all your life you always gave without expecting nothing in return. You gave and you gave and you gave and you gave and you gave without expecting nothing in return. So now when you need something in the overflow, I'm going to give it to you. When I needed a roof, my roof started leaking. I needed a roof. It was over $10,000. I didn't pay 1 penny for it. That is the spiritual wealth. Every time when I was raising my children and I was making $7 an hour and things was hard, we went down to mayonnaise sandwiches or tuna fish sandwiches or egg sandwiches or bologna sandwiches. A check would come in the mail out of nowhere. It would just come out of nowhere. I don't care how low I got down to the ground. The Heavenly Father never allowed me to hit it ever in my life. And I'm going back 26,059 years. I came this close according to the world. Never hit it though. Never. Even when I gave back 2 cars because I couldn't pay for it, I was obedient. The Heavenly Father said, listen, I want no anxiety. I want no stress. I want no despair. I want no depression in this temple of worship, also known as my body. I don't want it in here. So when something is affecting you, before you hit the ground, I want you to go in this direction, give it back. I called the bank 2 times to come get the vehicles. Come get them. Come get them. The Heavenly Father said, I gave you, I blessed you with, I consecrated, I sanctified you 2 legs and 10 toes. You have to walk for a while, but it's okay. You're healthy enough, you'll get through it. So I walked for a while to catch the bus, catch the train, to get to work and get home. And then he said, now it's time for you to go get a vehicle. I see you was very obedient. You went in the direction I told you to go in. You was obedient. So now you can go in and get a vehicle. Heavenly Father, how? I have 2 repos on my credit. How am I going to get a vehicle? I left the dealership with a BMW. It's the overflow. When you give, the Heavenly Father will overflow you. I left the lot with a BMW. I love the car. But again, in the temple, it caused stress, anxiety, despair. I get to a stop sign. You go. No, I'm telling them you go. No, you go. No, you go. No, you go. No. This is disturbing my peace. I need an oil change, or we don't do BMWs. I go to somewhere else, or we don't do them. I go to, oh no, we don't do them. You got to go to the dealer. This disturbing my peace. I gave it back. I don't need it. It's disturbing my peace. I don't want it. Give me a regular vehicle. It's about the obedience. The Heavenly Father said, keep my temple of worship balanced by going in the direction I want you to go in. Keep my temple of worship stable by going in the direction I want you to go in. That is obedience. Our obedience is not of What is in the world? We are in it, but we are not of it. I am in the world, but I am not of it. BMW, you brought stress, anxiety, despair into the temple of worship. You must go. Give me a regular vehicle. One with a lot of sensors on it. Since I'm getting older, I need to see everything around the vehicle that my eyes can't see. I don't want no blind spots. So give me a vehicle with all the sensors on it so that I'm protected. I don't care what I got to pay. That's the type of vehicle I want. Give me a vehicle what does not cause me no stress, anxiety, and despair in my temple of worship. Give me all the sensors on it. I have children that will be driving it. They're new drivers. I want them protected. Show them everything they can't see with the sensor. I don't want any trauma, any accidents, any pain, hurt, despair coming to their bodies. So I'm in obedience. Give me a vehicle with all the sensors on it. I don't care how much I have to pay for it. That's what I need. That was the discussion when I walked into the dealership. I don't care about nothing else. Give me the vehicle with all the sensors on it. That's what I need. That's the obedience. That's the direction. The Heavenly Father said, okay, you became a nurse. Okay. You was a shift manager. You was a manager. You was a head cashier. You was a supervisor. Okay. You was in all kinds of positions. You became a nurse and you took the skills of the shift manager, the skills of a manager, the skills of a head cashier, the skills of a supervisor, and you put it all into nursing. So he said, okay, everybody that comes to the job, I'm going to have you train them as a nurse. And he did. Everybody that got hired, the supervisor said, here you go. I want you to train with Carmela. And I trained them. The ones that was preparing to go to school. I took them under my wing and things I did, changing wounds, changing IVs, doing wound vacs. I said, come on in. Let me teach you this now before you even go to nursing school. The overflow. See, before I became a nurse, I worked in a hospital for almost 20 years. So everything I needed to know about becoming a nurse, I got it. All the experience. I would go into the radiologist's office with the doctors and I would go over the x-ray with them. Show me this, show me that, show me this, show me that. And they knew I was preparing to go to nursing school. So, doctors, when they know that you get ready to go to nursing school and you can put them in a teaching position, they are more than happy. Sure, come on in. Let me show you this and let me show you that. So I just ate all that experience up. I went into the department where they had all the supplies and people would show me different things that nurses uses for different things. So I learned all about the equipment, how to hook it up, how to do it. And then the nurses, before I went to nursing school, when I was working in a hospital as an aide, a certified nurse's aide, they knew I was going to nursing school. They said, come on in, let me show you this, let me show you that, let me show you this, and let me show you that. I had a director of nursing. She was the one that would do all the wounds on the floor. Every time she did a wound, she said, come in, let me show you. The overflow. She showed me how to do every single wound. She showed me how to do the wound vacs. She showed me if it didn't work, what to do to solve the issue. She took me under her wing everywhere I went. See, all these people was in the overflow. All these people were chosen ones. All these people were earth angels. They was put in my path to teach me the supervisor position. the shift manager's position, the head cashier's position. See, if it wasn't for none of them in my life, we have darkness on the outside, right? I could have went to the darkness, right? The Heavenly Father said, that's not the direction. I need you to go in the light. Stay here. Stay on this frequency. And when I stayed on the frequency of light, He brought everybody else in my life that was on the same frequency. Overflow. I didn't know what it was back then. When they all taught me everything I knew, I didn't know it was the overflow. I didn't. But now that I'm fully awakened, now that the Heavenly Father said, let me take you back and show you all the steps you took to get in this position. And here I am. Every step I took had lessons and tests that I passed. So by the time I went to nursing school, it was a piece of cake. I was in the field for a long time. I learned all about the human body. The nurses taught me about looking for side effects of medications. They taught me about toxic shock. They taught me what to look for. They taught me about how to look for patients when they're having pain. They might not say nothing, but you can tell by their facial expressions. You can tell by how they're moving. Even if they couldn't talk, you could tell if they had pain. They taught me everything. These nurses and doctors took me under their wings. So when I went to nursing school, it was a piece of cake. When I tell you, I had no difficulty because everything they taught me, I already knew. It was the overflow. So when I became a nurse, I said I'm an overflow. The nurses coming on board. When I became a nurse, the ones that was going to school, I said, come on, come here, come on, let's go. Let's go. Let me show you. The IV. Let me show you. The liquids. Let me show you. The wound vacs. Let me show you how to clean a wound. When we pour into people, right, the Heavenly Father, He pours into us. You will never, ever, when you go in His direction of light, you will never, ever in your whole life hit the ground. Never, never hit the ground. You will never. I don't care how close they get you to it. I don't care what they throw at you, what they set up in your life. You will never, ever hit the ground. Because when you went in the direction of light, when you went in the direction of giving without expecting nothing in return, you built up spiritual wealth. You built it up in the kingdom. Whenever you gave, you built it up. It accumulated over years. Every earth angel chosen one right now on this planet became chosen because they gave and 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 gave. They never expected nothing in return. Never. If somebody needed something, they was there. If somebody needed money, they gave it. If somebody needed a ride, they gave it. If somebody needed food, they brought it. If they gave to the homeless, they did not expect nothing in return. If they was there when somebody cried on their shoulders, they did not expect nothing in return. A lot of us walked into people's lives, right? And they elevated in life. We expected nothing in return. That's how we became who we are. We gave. People took advantage. Did we become bitter? No. We still gave. When people stole, did we become bitter? We know you stole. We know you stole. We still give. Why? We don't worry about the earth because we're not of it. You worry about the earth because you decided to become of it. That's a fallen angel. We're in the world, but we're not of it. Our blessings, right? Our health, our wealth comes from the Heavenly Father. Continuously, because we accumulated so much giving. The universe placed us in a position to overflow in our lives. And listen, even when we're tired, this is where we are in our position. Even when we're tired, we still give. Why? Because we know the return is so magnified in us. We keep going. We're going to keep going until we leave this planet because we know the return from the kingdom parents, the return from the universe is nonstop. We have so much overflow that we must give it out now. I hope it's making sense to you all. You wonder why we're so happy, why we smile when we go through things in life. It's because we understand that the earth has no dominion, no dictation, no control over us at all. We move as free spirits because the Heavenly Father, the universal earthly mother of nature, and the universe always have our back because we have given nonstop. And that is why we are so fulfilled in happiness. We accrued so much giving. That our job is to bless people. That's what we do today. I want to talk about the black sheep. Let's do this. Archangel Michael, armor up this message for me, please. Block out all negativity. I'm about to talk to the Heavenly Father. Divine forces, take your places on these devices, please, and thank you. I'm getting ready to talk to the Heavenly Father. I want to talk to the black sheep here today. Heavenly Father, can you tell the world, how many black sheep we have in it worldwide. The black sheep are all isolated right now because of the Heavenly Father, not the human beings, the Heavenly Father. How many are we in the millions, Heavenly Father? If we're in the millions, Heavenly Father, go towards the screen for the black sheep. Okay. So black sheep in the world right now, there's over 1 million of us. Okay, we're going to keep going. Okay, Heavenly Father. Are we going in fives, Heavenly Father? If we're going in fives, go to the screen. He didn't go to the screen. So we're going in tens, Heavenly Father? No. We're going in 25, Heavenly Father. We're going in 25s, go towards the screen. Okay. He's going towards the screen. Here we go. This is how many millions of us are black sheep worldwide. This is a worldwide account. Here we go, Heavenly Father. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. Listen to me, black sheep worldwide. You just seen the Heavenly Father say there is 90 million of us right now with your children in isolation. You was kicked out from groups, kicked out from your family, your friends, your colleagues, your co-workers. 90 million of us. I want you to know here today, you are not alone. You have 90 million people worldwide who went through the same exact thing you did. The Heavenly Father had them isolate you. We're going to get into why you were called the black sheep. The Heavenly Father had him isolate you because we all had to get on the same frequency. 90 million people. You was isolated with your children. Listen to me. 90 million people and your children, your grandchildren, your bloodlines. You're in the New Kingdom world. You was isolated because you was getting removed from the old earth. So I want you to know here today, black sheep, you are not alone. You are on the new earth in the New Kingdom world. The separation was the severing of the old earth. So now you know there's 90 million black sheep worldwide. Every country has black sheep right now. All 90 million are in isolation with the Heavenly Father. Hi, New Kingdom world. You and your bloodlines. 90 million bloodlines right now is in the New Kingdom world. You made it. You went through hell to get here. You went through pain, hurts, despairs, depressions. You lost things. You lost cars. You lost homes. Some people became homeless. You lost your jobs. You wasn't getting paid what you were supposed to be getting paid. They was ripping you off. You went through it. This is all going to make sense to you. Just hang with me. Because you need to know. You're never lonely. You are in the arms of your kingdom parents. You are in the arms of divine forces. I didn't even tell you the good part yet. You have armies surrounding you because the kingdom that you're in is very, very important. This is why you had to be torn away from the old earth. Now, let's get into the black sheep part. Because I want you to understand the term that you was given was protection for you. You were called a black sheep. That is what the Heavenly Father and the universal earthly mother nature wanted. Everybody that was not supposed to come into this new kingdom world with you, they wanted them to see you as a black sheep. They wanted them to separate you from them. They could not come. So the Heavenly Father had them back away from you. You were called the black sheep because in the darkness of it, this is what happened. When you went through pain, hurt, despair, losses, right? All of this darkness was placed in front of the word sheep because you never hit the ground. Are you listening to me, black sheep? You never hit the ground. You went through hell. Some of you were homeless, yet you still never hit the ground. The blackness is all the pain, all the hurt, all the despair, all the depression, all the losses. Listen to me. The blackness was all the karmic generational curses from your ancestors, from you. Listen to me. If you had children and grandchildren, if you just had children, in that darkness placed in front of the word sheep, you was cleansing out the karmic generational curses in each child, in each grandchild. This all accumulated for centuries, for hundreds of years from different ancestors. Listen to me. It's going to make sense to you. Just follow me. You accumulated it all from your ancestors. All of it. This accumulation, right, all went into pain. This is why you went through so much hell. You was clearing out every single thing your ancestors went through. It was on you. It was on you. All of it. Everything they went through. Everything your children was going to go through. Everything your grandchildren was going to go through. It was on you. You was the curse breaker. This is why you went through so much hell. The world tried to come against you because they did not want you to break the karmic generational curse. They tried to keep you locked in the dark matrix. They tried to keep you locked in the old earth. They tried to keep you locked in the old world. This is why you went through hell. All of it. Every bit of it. Every pain they felt. Every hurt they experienced. Every despair that knocked them down. Every depression they went through. Listen to me. Every pain your child was going through, every hurt your child was going to go through, every tear they was going to cry, every despair that was going to hit them, every depression they was going to face, it was on you. It was on you. Every time you cried, let me tell you something. when the Heavenly Father brought this into me, this sermon about direction, I was like, whoa, I have to get this message out to the black sheep. I have to. Because I want you to know all the work and you went through, all the hell you went through, it was worth it. Every tear you cried was an ancestor that cried. Every tear you cried was your children. Every tear you cried was your grandchildren. Every tear you cried was them. You didn't know it at the time. It wasn't the kingdom's divine timing to let you know why you went through hell. They tried to keep you in hell. They didn't want to let you go from hell. You had family members that did not want you to break the karmic generational curses because they loved darkness. And when you tried to break it, they brought you into hell. They got everybody else to bring you into hell. They couldn't go. They didn't want you to go. They did everything in their power to make you stuck. I want you to know your ancestors went through the same thing, right? But they defeated them. They defeated them. They didn't make it through the door at all. They chose one person in the bloodline that they felt could set them free. They felt they can finally break the chains, the binds, and the bonds they had, the contracts that was written behind their backs, unbeknown to them, to keep them locked in darkness, keep them locked in the dark matrix, keep them attached to blood curse contracts. They pick one person to carry it all. They picked the one person they knew, no matter what they went through, they would not give up. When I tell you, your ancestors watched every single thing you went through. I can laugh about it now, but it wasn't funny. When we was going through it, it was not funny at all. It wasn't. But I can tell you, everything you went through, right? Because I want you to know how much you're respected by your ancestors. I want you to know that. I want you to know they have your back in everything you do right now. That's how much they respect you, because you made it. You walked through the door. When I tell you, every time y'all cried, 90 million black sheep on this planet, every time you cried, guess what you was doing? You was setting an ancestor free. Listen to me. When you set the ancestor free, listen to me. Listen to me. I want you to get this down in your soul here today, in your spirit, because it's a deep message. It's a deep message. Your bloodline, your lineage was imprisoned in the dark matrix. Imprisoned. Chain binded. Even the ones that died, they was using them and abusing them through dark arts. They was dictating, dominating, and controlling them in dark arts. Your ancestors were chained, binded, imprisoned, used and abused, and they said, we want out of here. We need to pick one person that we can all agree will free us. They chose you, black sheep. I want you to celebrate yourself here today. I'm going to go get me a slice of strawberry shortcake, and I'm going to eat it and celebrate that we walked through the door, black sheep. We broke everything. We freed them all. Our bloodline, our lineage is free. Let me tell you something. Every tear you cried, listen to me. If 20 tears came out your eyes, whew, your ancestors is all around me. Somebody just felt me right here. Your ancestors is here. If you cried 20 tears, listen to me. I want you to know your ancestors was in the same situation you was in. 20 of them. Cried those 20 tears. Guess what you did? You set them free. Whew. They just showed me a vision. They just showed me a vision of me crying. They just showed me a vision that 20 tears came out that day. They just showed me a vision of the ancestors getting free, 20 of them going up to the kingdom. Ooh, Heavenly Father, 20 tears, 90 million black sheep. Every time you cried, however many tears came out, you was setting your ancestors free. They was going back up to the kingdom. Ooh, come through, Heavenly Father, Universal Earthly Mother of Nature, here this morning. I just want to say thank you for letting me get this message out from you. You freed them. They was going up. Ooh, to the kingdom. When they got to the kingdom, the ancestors cried. It wasn't tears of sadness. It was tears of joy. They said, they're doing it. We waited for centuries, and they're doing it. They're freeing us. Listen to me. When the black magic, hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, necromancy, even their voodoo dolls no longer worked on you, guess what happened? Guess what happened? The ancestors, they had in binding, in prison to help them with it. You set them free. That's why it no longer affected you. You set them free. They've been down in darkness for centuries. You set them free. I'm seeing all the gook like mud on them. They was chained, used and abused. I'm seeing the chains falling off of them. I'm seeing them elevating and all the mud is falling off of them, y'all. You did it. You did it. You know why? You didn't give up. You accumulated so much frequency from your first ancestors that you let go free. You locked onto their frequency and set them free. I'm seeing all the mud. The only thing that was out was their head. They had mud all over them. It was like they was down in the soil and they couldn't move. They used their consciousness, their power, their light for dark arts. and you freed them. The more you freed your ancestors, the more people moved away from you. It was working. Isn't that amazing? The more ancestors you freed, the more strength they came in you. Excuse me, the more you freed them. That's you. You went in the right direction. You didn't go in the wrong direction. Every pain, every tear, every despair, every hurt, anxiety, stress, worry, panic, trial, tribulation, trouble, obstacle you went through. It was all about your ancestors. It was all about what was going to come to your kids in the future. It was all about what was going to come to your kids, your grandkids in the future. You. So when they say the words black sheep, okay, you was the sheep. This was all the darkness that you had to get through. On the outside of you. Just coming at you. Pain, 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 pain. Your whole life. Pain, pain, pain. People was working behind your back. You ain't even know of your whole entire life. Pain, pain. You wouldn't have an action, right? If somebody didn't put it out. They was putting actions against you. Things was happening in your life. You couldn't figure out why. That's why. They knew you was the curse breaker in the family. They knew it before you knew it. They knew it when you was born. They knew it when you was a child. They knew you was the curse breaker. How what you said as a child, how you acted as a child. They knew. They seen you didn't do wrong. They seen other children do wrong. They seen you didn't. They knew you was different. You asked adult questions when they did something wrong. They like, what the heck? Why are you asking me that? You're the child. That was you. When you seen them talk mean to somebody or beat somebody, you said, why are you beating them? You shouldn't be beating them. They like, would you shut up? That was you. Why are you talking to my brother or sister that way? And they told you to shut up? That was you. Or you got a beating for sticking up for them? That was you. You knew they was wrong. They knew you were the curse breaker. They knew it. They knew you was the peacemaker of every single thing in your life. No matter how much they took from you, no matter how bad they treated you, you always wanted peace. You always worked it out. They knew you was the curse breaker. They didn't want you to break it. They wanted to stay in darkness. They didn't want the bloodline to heal. So the Heavenly Father said, okay, hey, you don't want it? Hey, that's fine with us. So what he did was he took you, your children, your grandchildren, and every generation that come from them. That is your bloodline. That is where you broke the curse from. The bloodline that did not want to stayed in darkness. They stayed in their curses. This is why you could not stay around them and they could not come with you. You was isolated, separated because you were severed from them because you broke the karmic generational curse. All of them in your bloodline. They couldn't come with you. They stayed with the curses. And the Heavenly Father and your ancestors, they rewarded you with the new kingdom world. This is why you never feel lonely in your life. Because your ancestors is all around you every day, all day. And they're not going nowhere. This is why they're so happy. Because you freed them. They said, we will never, ever leave your side again. Whatever you need, when you need it, where you at, that when you want it, we got you. We got you. You walk through the door. Now they have you doing things in your life to make you happy. You're saying to yourself, my goodness, why did I not separate before? Because it was not time. Because you did not break everything. But when you broke everything, this is when they separated you. They severed you from everybody that could not go with you. Nobody can come into your life unless they are in the new kingdom world. They cannot come into your life because you did something huge on this planet. Because you did something huge for all future generations to come, they have no curses in them. So your reward for going through all of that was to enter into the new kingdom world. That is why you live in the overflow. This is why you have everlasting peace in your life. It is never leaving you. This is why you sleep like a baby. This is the best sleep you ever received in your life. You have ancestors with you 24 hours, 7 days a week to make sure you sleep like a baby. That's their gratitude. My ancestors said, listen, we're all around you. The overflow is here. Just like they said to you, let's go out and heal people. Let's go out and give it back to the community. Let's go out and give them a financial blessing. Let's go out and lead them to the job that they should have instead of the one that they are accepting in their life. Let's go out and have fun. So they'll say to me, let's go to this beach. Let's go to that lake. Let's go to this store. Let's go sit in this parking lot to bless people. This is what you have now in your life. Forever and ever and ever. This is why you don't feel lonely at all. Your ancestors are all around you. Wherever you go, whatever you do, they with you. So you were never the black sheep. You were the sheep of the family. This was the blackness, the negativity, the toxicity, all the witchery and trickery placed in front of you, black sheep. This was it right here. You had to get through this to get on the other side. This was the old world right here. This was everything on the outside of you. This is where I came into the world, but I am not of it. I am not of it. I am not of it. I am not of you. This is what you was fighting for years. They said you stand in the old world with us. This is all your curses. This is everything that was thrown at you. Loss of jobs, loss of money, loss of cars, loss of homes, homelessness, pain, hurt, despair, trials, tribulations, obstacles, situationships, cheating, divorces, domestic violence. This is all it. This is the black waving at you. No, you're not getting through here. No, not coming through. No. This is all your pains and stuff. This is all your karmic cycles, karmic wheels, karmic debt you owe for not just you, your ancestors, your children, your grandchildren, and their futures that didn't even get here yet. This is all it. This is what you was fighting for years. This was the blackness. This was the barrier between the old world and the new earth. This was it. waving like keep trying. Keep on trying. Keep on. You ain't going nowhere. We're going to keep you stuck. Keep on. You're trying to push through. You went through this for years. And then it said, cry, cry like a river. I'm going to hurt you. You're going to have pain. I'm going to steal. I'm going to destroy. But I can't kill you. Where you going? I need you to stay here. I need to kill you. You started going all around the darkness. You said, Dag, I can't get around it. I'm going to have to fight through it. They brought you this close. Look, this close in the darkness. We're going to make you fall. Watch us make you fall. We're going to make you fall. Watch us make you fall. Then they went back up. Then darkness said, no, hit them this way. Losses. Hit them that way. Relationships. Hit them that way. Love. Hit them that way. Finances. And then they said back up. This is you, sheep. This is the black. You went through it. But you stared. You stood up through it all. You got through the hurt, the pains, the despair, the tears, the losses, the thievery, the cheating, the divorces. You got through it all. You broke every curse, and then the door went like this, and then you walked right into the new kingdom world. That's who you are. 90 million black sheep worldwide. That is who you are. You walked through the door. You made it. You did all that hard work. All those losses you took was of the old earth. And you left it all there. Nothing can come into your life right now without the Heavenly Father cleansing all of it. It will not come to you until there's absolutely no curses on it, whatever it may be. There is no karmic debt owed in it, whatever it may be. It could be a position. It can have no attachments. It has to be in the new kingdom world, or you can't have it. The companies that you'll be working at is in the new kingdom world already. They have no karmic debt. They're not on no karmic wheels. They're not on no karmic cycles. They owe the world no debt. Whoever the owner is owes the world no debt. They have no curses attached to it. That's who's in the new kingdom world. That's who you will be working with, them. If a company has karmic debt, curses attached to it, you are not in their company. This is who you are now. You are royalty. You can only work with royalty. That's it. Because you made it through the door. Congratulations. You will only be communicating with people on your frequency of the new earth. I talked about how they popped up on my platform. I talked about how they popped up in my timeline. That's how I met them. They're on the same frequency. They're on the new earth. The people, when I go out with my ancestors and they tell me to go to that person is a fallen angel. When I heal them, they become unfallen because the illness in them is from the old earth. I'm removing the darkness from them. I'm resurrecting them. I love my job. It keeps me smiling every day, all day. I don't worry about getting paid for it because the Heavenly Father gives me the overflow. He gives me the overflow. And I overflow it into somebody else's life. And I do it every day. Joy and pleasure out of doing it every single day. And when they leave me, they're happy. When I say to them, listen, I want you to go tomorrow and get an AIDS test and it's going to be negative. And they're like, for real? I'm like, yes. There's no more AIDS in your body. I get joy. I get everlasting joy. Because I'm doing what I always wanted to do. Teach people, help people, be compassionate to people, to people. I'm doing what I was born to do. Be me. I'm not being somebody else. I'm not in a position somebody else want me to be in. I'm in a position that I love to do. Me. Me. So black sheep, 90 million black sheep worldwide. I want you to take this message that I gave you. I want you to have a very blessed and fulfilled day in Yahweh. And listen to me. Remain being free. Go out in the world and shine your light like a diamond. Be the beacons of light the Heavenly Father said you are. You walked through that door. You worked hard to get to it. You stood when everything against you said fall. And you didn't. And your reward now is freedom. No change, no binds, no bonds. Freedom. You're on a frequency right now where dark arts can't even touch you. You so high up, they can't even reach you. Go out in the world and do you and have fun. Because today, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to get me a slice of strawberry shortcake. And I'm going to go to a beautiful scenery somewhere, listen to the birds sing, and I'm going to take a piece of it so gently. As my ancestors surround me, I'm going to eat it and enjoy every piece of it. For all the hard work I have done to walk through that door, just like you. I love each and every one of you, 90 million black sheep, your families, your bloodlines, your lineage. I love each and every one of you. And I am so happy that you're in the new kingdom world with me. We all will meet each other because we're on the same frequency. You don't have to worry about trying to figure out how to meet me. The frequency is going to bring us into each other. You will be talking to people who are fallen angels, and you're going to resurrect them, rebirth them, restore them, rejuvenate them, so that they come back to being whole. And then they got to put in all the work to try to become chosen just like you did. So go out in the world today, be free in Yahweh. Spread your light, be polite. Pray. The Heavenly Father will make a way for everyone you come into contact with today. All right. New Kingdom World, I'm out. I have to go do what I'm called to do. Have a very blessed and fulfilled day, everybody. I love you until next time. Blessings.